Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yes, situation hasn't changed. There was a small tiny rally today. Here, a little spike. By the way, we had today inflation figures that came out. I didn't pay much attention to it. Also didn't really focus on it in the earlier video because in the last few months, whenever we had core PCE figures come out, we didn't really see any volatility. Also today, there was just this small spike. I think it happened just before those core PCE figures were released. And by the way, they came in basically as the market forecasted anyway. So not really much movement, and the price action continues to go its way unchanged. So the question is now, what are we dealing with here? So still unchanged situation. We are tracking the blue wave count to see if it can give us 5 waves. We need those 5 waves to confirm that a lasting low is in place here on the 17th of August. So far, we simply cannot confirm it yet because the rally is only in 3 waves. So it might also just be a B wave or some kind of a corrective wave. There are a few options here. For example, it could be a wave 4. We just get one more low, but I am in favor of a B wave here at the moment. If it's the blue wave count and we're currently coming down lower, then I don't want to see price break below 26,440. This is really relevant support. It is relevant support because typically in a wave 4, even in a diagonal, we don't really want price to break below the 61.8 retracement. It can do, it wouldn't invalidate it. It's just that it would then not be a reliable wave 4 any longer. So if we talk about this as a wave 4, then it should really be a 3-wave structure, a 3-wave correction, and it should hold the golden ratio. The blue wave count will not be invalidated until price breaks below 25,750 down here, the B wave low. So at the moment, what I imagine is happening here, in the blue wave count, in this scenario, this would be an A wave down, a B wave up, and a C wave down in wave 4. I think this is how we would need to frame it in the blue wave count. Of course, if, for example, the price topped in a corrective structure, then this was actually a wave 1 to the downside. This was a wave 2 to the upside. Price is now coming down in a third wave. So we should really see a very aggressive sell-off if it's a third wave now. It should also break below the golden ratio. Then we should see a 4 and a 5. If we see those 5 waves down, then we have some clarity that we are likely in the C wave. And if we are in this C wave in green, then these 5 waves would again form a wave 1 of a wave C. We would then look forward to a pullback in a wave 2 of a wave C. We would get a wave 3 of the wave C, a wave 4, and a wave 5. So this would be the short-term bearish scenario. And it all depends on the 26,440 level. Bear in mind that in diagonal structures, the Fibonacci retracement levels, they are not very reliable. It's not like in an impulse. So we have to give it a bit more space. So it's not that, if it reaches 26,400, we would say the blue count is invalid, but it would certainly reduce in likelihood. But below the invalidation point, we have to focus on the green wave count, which would emphasize here a corrective wave top in a B wave. So this is sort of what we're watching at the moment. Bear in mind that the B wave can also extend if it needs to. So unless we really see a clear 5-wave move up, we can also count any extension higher as a high B wave, but that will depend a little bit on the structure. There's always the problem with diagonals, that. We've been talking about that about many altcoin charts that rallied off the 10th of June lows. They were all diagonals at best. We said, to all of them, we cannot trust them until they promise a proof, really, that they hold support. It will be the same situation here. If Bitcoin can form 5 waves up, we are able at least to calculate a support area for a wave 2 pullback. Then we will need to see if it's holding, because the problem is, again, it's moving up in a diagonal. Well, See, price is exactly doing what I've been highlighting for the last few months. It's not going to be an easy ride. It's a rocky road. Everything's moving in corrective structures at the moment. Very, very choppy. It's just not an easy ride. And this kind of market is just not good for altcoins. I can, talking from experience, this is not the kind of market in which altcoins typically flourish. And we see that. Just look at any altcoin chart at the moment. But yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.